No immigrant has taken your job. You were laid off by a rich capitalist who wanted cheap labor and took advantage of that immigrant to increase his own profit, and nothing makes him more excited than to hear you blame the immigrant instead of him. That's all.
Donald Trump just launched an all-out assault on Meals on Wheels and every older American and person with a disability who counts on it to eat, to live, and to be seen. He's not slashing waste. He's slashing dignity. He's dismantling the tiny agency that funds critical services, meals, home care, independent living, and firing the very experts who make it all work. And why? Because in Trump's America, if you're not rich, loud, or able-bodied, you don't matter. Well, I've got news for Donald Trump. We see you, and we're coming for your corrupt, cruel agenda. We are the party of compassion, the party that feeds the hungry, that defend the vulnerable, and we will not let this stand.
Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So a lot of MAGAs are currently regretting their vote and screaming all out about it because what they voted for is quite different from what they are seeing, right? Some of them voted for, lower groceries and all of those things that they voted for. You guys remember, right? They're no longer seeing it. They are seeing something different and they keep screaming, this is not what we voted for, and they are asking for even something different. Well, anyway, I'm just going to let some of these videos roll, then we come back and talk more. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. Okay, please go ahead and subscribe, and credit to all creators on this video. Let's go watch, then we come back with a commentary.
I'm gonna put on my best anchor voice for this, okay? ABC News reports Black communities across U.S. take part in economic protests against big retailers. What the fuck I told y'all? Pastors Charlie Dates and Jamal Bryant discuss how they are encouraging the Black communities to spend their dollars with dignity and what they call spend in the black, and pressure big retailers to enact change. Again, what the fuck did I tell y'all? You see, I should go and unblock those people that were trolling me, that were taking clips of my videos saying that, oh, withholding our money is not actually effective. We need to get out into the streets and potentially get pew-pewed. Because look at this. And let's be honest, these pastors are only riding the wave because us little people already started it. I'm about to read off to you guys a little part of an email that I received from one of the luxury retailers that I used to shop with, but have since, decreased on because we're saving and holding those funds. I'm going to include the email somewhere in this video. Dear valued luxury enthusiast, we have noticed that many of our esteemed customers, like yourself, have made a purchase with us but have not revisited our platform since. Your experiences is incredibly important to us, and we would love to hear about your journey here at Censor. Your insights will play a crucial role in shaping the future of our services. And as incentive, right, to help them get us back, they're offering us a $100 promo code for our next purchase. Here's the email right here. If y'all want to pause so you can read it, go ahead. But you think that they would be sending me some shit like this if they wasn't feeling it? I told y'all last week the CEO of Target reached out to Al Sharpton of all people to try to see if he can get us back. They need our fucking money. They need the coins. They need Black people to overspend. It's because of the Black dollar that brands that were literally facing extinction, like Cadillac, can still exist today. It's because of the Black dollar. They need that shit. They need it. Don't ever let them play in your face and make them think that your coins don't mean nothing, baby. It means everything to them. So yeah, don't go out into the streets. Don't protest. Let your voice be heard from behind your phone, but from behind your screen like I'm doing. And hold your fucking funds. Pour into yourself. Pour into your community. That's how we're going to win this battle. And anybody who wants to join after seeing what that other side is like and is going to stay in line, come on. We love the numbers. We're not racist. We're not discriminating. We're all about inclusion over here.
I'm going to keep posting about this all day because this is bullshit. I went and logged into my federal loan account, and this is what I found. I graduated in 2011 with $46,000 in student loan debt. My loan debt is now almost $90,000 fucking dollars. In that time, I've been a social worker that has made income-based repayments on my loan for years, and that shit has almost doubled. You want to know why people are pissed off about their student loans? It's not because we can't get anyone else to pay them for us. It is because you have set it up where we can never pay them off ourselves. And then you sit here and tell us into our faces that we are lazy, this is somehow our fault. while cheering on banks and auto industries and Elon fucking Musk getting subsidies of millions of dollars a day. Anyone who still doesn't see that this is rigged against us can get fucked.
So someone said in my comment section yesterday that this whole student loan, okay, is not that people do not want to pay, but as for somebody who does not make a particular amount of money, you are not supposed to start repaying your student loan. I don't know how true that is, but you guys let me know in the comments, because that's what that guy said in the comment section. He was saying that you are not supposed to pay a particular amount of money or pay at all if you don't earn up to a particular amount of money. But why are they now coming back to say everybody should start paying up their student loans if that is the case, right? So for people who do not make a lot of money, so they have to keep paying. And I saw a lot of people saying they were going back for their masters, you know, just to avoid all of this pay thing, right? See, freak out is here. Everybody's facing it. Everybody's at the verge of understanding the fact that they voted against their own interests. Everyone who stood out and say we voting for this administration, they are now finding out by themselves, for themselves and all of that. Not another person helping them to find out, but they finding out for themselves, okay, that they made a huge mistake. But you guys let me know what you think about everyone freaking out in the comments.
I don't know how to put it into words, but I genuinely want to have a conversation about this. Okay, I genuinely, like, no disrespect, just a genuine conversation. With everything going on right now, especially in America, there's a lot of civil unrest. It's almost to the point where it's like a boiling point, where it's about to pop, where it's about to burst. Everyone is having civil unrest. It's like it's teetering onto something, but we don't know what it is yet, right? Everybody keeps saying, how could they do this? Why isn't anybody stopping anything? Like, what's going on? There was a black woman that said, in that quote, the reason why nobody is throwing the first stone is because they're waiting for black people to throw it first. That has altered my brain chemistry because, mind you, we know the laws are going to come down to us. So, of course, we're going to try to stand up for others. And I've noticed immediately, especially with the ICE raids, we've seen videos of people saying, well, why haven't black people stepped in? We did this, a transactional interaction. They tie it back to Black Lives Matter. Like, it's blowing my mind. I don't know how to explain it.
And this is why your party sucks. Did you vote for her or did you sit that one out?
No, I voted for her.
You voted for Kamala. Why? Just because it's not Trump?
Very rational.
No, hold on. What did I want to hold on? You voted. This is what drives me crazy about your side. You guys voted
for the lesser of two evils.
That is what policy were you going for? What do you think that she was going to do different? What can you possibly? I would rather have you sit that one out, Sam. Go ahead.
I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
She was not going to cut Social Security functioning. She's not going to cut the USDA. She's not going to cut the FDA. She's not going to lose us $500 billion worth of return on investment with the IRS. She's not going to cut the Bureau of Labor Statistics. She's not going to cut 300
investment.
Return on investment. Every dollar that you give to the IRS, we get 6 or 7 back. She's not going to cut the museum and library. Say that? Google it. Every dollar spent at the IRS gets 6 back. In return, they're anticipating the cuts from Doge. The cuts from Doge are going to cost our government $500 billion.
According to who?
Studies suggest.
All right, I undersold it a little bit.
According to who?
And Elon Musk. You think Elon Musk is a net positive or net negative for society for what he's doing and pointing out what the hell these people have been screwing us for all these years? And he's pointing out. You guys are mad at the person pointing out who robbed from you than the actual robber. That's the truth, bro. Yeah, he's a billionaire. You think he's doing it because he needs the money?
What fraud has he found?
What do you mean? How much fraud has he found?
Yeah, where's the person who is going to be indicted for fraud?
Well, what about the waste?
What waste?
Because it's not. Stop it, Sam.
What waste? They just cut the agency that provides $295 million to museums and libraries. You appreciate libraries, don't you? I know how much reading is important to you.
Sam, you're pinpointing the one good thing that they probably did.
Wait,
what about the waste of countries all around the world for LGBTQ agendas in Rwanda or something?
The money you're talking about
Do you want money going to
a fraction of a percentage. And if we wanted to get rid of that money, there is a way of doing it, and that is to have Congress vote and reverse what they authorized in the first place.
Sam.
But to have a billionaire come in and decide based upon what his personal preferences are that he's going to cut government in this way, I'm sorry, that's not democracy. It's not even remotely close to it.
He doesn't have.
What was the open border for? Why was the border open for 4 years? Answer me that question.
First of all, the border was not open.
Give me are you kidding me? Look at the. What do you mean the border wasn't open? Are you? Hold on. Did you smoke before you came in here? That's ridiculous.
By the way, Vinny, here's the part.
You're full of it, bro.
Here's the part.
Get out of here.
Sam, here's the part. When I hear this, okay.
Anybody can look at that video. The things you were saying yesterday was a complete sack of lies or just misinformation.
To be honest with me, the
immigration year over year over year.
Sam,
illegal immigration year over year.
The fact that you're saying the border wasn't wide open. How many deaths have happened? How many fentanyl deaths have happened per year while your freaking president Joe Biden was in office? How many? Hold on. How many Americans died just from fentanyl? And you're saying the border wasn't wide open? We've had the most illegal entry in 4 years in the history of the country.
Dude.
This is why. Let me finish. And this is why your party sucks. This is why your party is at 29% approval 20%. Because you got 20.
So this is the level that we've fallen. We just found out that a judge is telling the government to bring back a 2-year-old U.S. citizen that they deported. That's how fucked up this government is. He's arresting judges, ignoring judicial orders, ignoring the Supreme Court, and deporting 2-year-old kids. How fucking inhumane do you have to be to do that? And then the argument of the government is, well, the mom wanted to be with him. Fuck you, man. Deporting U.S. citizens because you don't like the color of their skin or because you don't like who their mother is. We used to go around the world making sure that people didn't violate human rights, and now we became the fucking monster. A 2-year-old. And the government says that it's okay. They don't have to bring him back. And the judge says they have to bring him back because he is a U.S. citizen who was deported. You cannot deport a U.S. citizen. Even if you don't believe that he's a citizen because you don't care about the 14th Amendment and you're too fucking stupid to understand the Constitution, he's still a U.S. citizen until the law changes. And you guys and MAGA and all those people have to deal with it and respect the law. However, tell me again how this motherfucker is not an authoritarian government. Tell me again how this guy doesn't want to be a king and everybody that follows him wants him to be a dictator. They said it. He said he was going to do it. His followers said they would love for him to be a dictator. He's selling hats that say Trump 2028. We're fucked. I'm Alex. This is my rant, and I'm out.
So you all saw how that guy was trying as much as possible to gaslight the Democrat who was defending Kamala and her policies. If she was, in office, some of these things wouldn't have happened. She would have had a better policies and all that. And he was like, what policies is Kamala going to pass? What exactly was he ever going to pass? At least he was not going to remove Medicare. He was not going to take off, what's it called, Obamacare. She was not going to deport illegal migrants or undocumented migrants. You're already in the country, and some of these people are already looking for better ways to stay back in the country by having legal status. And yet, they face deportation. At least, she said she was going to help them stay in the country legally, right? And not now that a lot of families are, going through a lot just because of their family members who are deported on a daily. Imagine a 2-year-old being deported. Where are the parents of this child, right? And yet, nobody is saying anything bad about that. You guys keep saying, like, it's okay. MAGAs will always say it's fine, it's great, it's doing well, it's doing better for the economy and all of that. Really, is this what you voted for families to not be happy that a citizen of the country will be deported back to wherever? I thought when you give birth in the U.S., that child automatically becomes a U.S. citizen. So why is the child being deported somebody who was born in the country? That's one question that have lingered in the mind of a lot of persons. And yet, there are no answers to those questions. Yet, you still have people who are, documented in the country being deported. This guy has been deported to El Salvador. Okay, who knows how many more? Right? That's what people are trying to say anyway. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys, in the comment section, because all of these things that we all see right now is not normal. People are stating it is actually not normal. And to think that a lot of people keep coming out to really defend this, that's to show you that we are currently in an abnormal situation, an abnormal society. Okay. Anyway, guys, I hope for the best. I hope everything turns out well for everyone. Whatever you voted for, that you get it and be happy with it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. And please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Do give the video a thumbs up. See you guys on my next video, guys. Bye.